When I'm not sniffing bamboo, which I have been known to do at the end of certain videos. I realize that may not make any sense talking about it here, but those in the chat room at live.pirillo.com know exactly what I'm talking about. Huh? Huh? Anyway, I'm always on the prowl for interesting websites, services that can help just about anybody, whether you be someone like me, who's a power user, a geek, someone who's addicted to the internet, or just, 99% of the world who is not really as interested in technology as, some of us are. So I found a website through a few of my friends online. They passed it along to me, and I was happy to take a look. It is tinypaste.com. Now, this is not paste that you could eat. This is more like the virtual clipboard paste. We've talked about cut, copy, paste. They're like, the essential tools for any computer user. Your virtual clipboard. It just sits there, and you could either cut or copy items to it, and then you would paste items from it, throughout your operating system. There are clipboard management tools, no matter what operating system you happen to use. We've done videos and content on that before. But tinypaste.com is a way for you to copy and paste an extended amount of text very easily to somebody else. Because what it will do is it will take all the text that you throw at it, you press the little button that says submit, and it'll give you a little tiny URL. So, for example, if I go here and I paste this text and press submit, it gives me a URL that says tinypaste.com/E520A. So if you go to tinypaste.com/E520A, what you will get is the contents of what I pasted in there. So it takes up that much space rather than that much space. And it's that much space because it was my wedding vows that I decided to paste in. So that's what you're going to see if you happen to look at that link. Not that interesting, unless, of course, you're interested in my wedding vows, just using it as an example of a lot of text. But instead of sending a lot of text, you can send just a little bit of text. So if you needed to transmit a bigger idea, just text, plain old text, in a short URL, tinypaste.com is one service for you. You've probably heard of tinyurl.com and a variety of short URL services that can take a long URL and squish it up so that when you click that squishy little link, it'll redirect to the longer link. That's a nice service, because you don't want a long URL if you need a short URL, because, well, number one, that takes less characters. It'll ultimately go to the same place. There's a question, though, of how long these services are going to be around. It's one of the reasons why I wouldn't necessarily pin everything that I was doing around like a tinypaste.com or a tinyurl.com, because at some point in the future, they may not exist. And all those links that you send out would stop working. So you got to think about that. But if you were ever in the need of sending a lot of text in just a short amount of space, I'm guessing that you're going to like tinypaste.com. There are, I know a handful of other services that work just like it. It's just this one was recently released. They've also got a Firefox plugin. If you have Firefox. If you don't, that's probably not going to do you much good. But you can still visit the website and use it. No big deal. Anyway, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. If you have any other helpful hints to pass along, sites and services like tinypaste.com, I love to look at. I love to share with the rest of the world. I mean, especially if you never knew a service like this even existed. Well, then, hey, what do you got to lose? If you know of something that I may or may not know about, let me know. Because if I don't, I'd love to share it with the rest of the community. And I mean, this community here at live.pirillo.com, we're here all the time. We love talking about this stuff. I mean, granted, we are, kind of on the lunatic fringe, but we get excited about hardware, software, internet services. We just live it, which is kind of sad. Not half as sad as sniffing bamboo, but pathetic nonetheless. So if you've got nothing else better to do, or you just want to hang out with a whole bunch of geeks, you're welcome to. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in conjunction with this live video stream at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.